Ladies and gentlemen, the Black Ops 6 Zombies blog post is officially here. This is the blog post we've been waiting for the past week now. There's going to be updates to the HUD in here. They're going to show some new images from the map, some new information, a bunch of stuff, and we're going to be reacting to it live in this video. I thought it'd be the best to do this because you guys can see my first reactions to these new pieces of information and new images rather than me just talking about it afterwards. I think people kind of prefer to see the live reactions. I don't know if there's going to be any videos or anything like that, but I don't know. I'm so hyped. I already see in the little thing down here, it says HUD touch-ups. One of the first things is going to be about the HUD. Man, I can't wait. All right, let's see. Let's go through it little by little, break everything down, take our time. We're not going to rush through it. The first thing here is round-based zombies overview and recap, 2 round-based maps at launch, and a 3rd map arriving before the end of the year, so that confirms that. The time has come to fully prepare for tackling the terrors of Terminus Liberty Falls and this extensive game mode. Past blogs have covered many aspects of gameplay systems innovations. Here's a recap. Oh, we don't have to go through the recap because yeah, we already know all this. So here's links to previous Zombies intel. Okay. Oh, here we go. Let's go. I'm so nervous, man. I want it to be good stuff. Zombies launch updates from Treyarch. So here we have Liberty Falls update. So is this what the new map looks like? All right. Oh yeah, you could tell there's a difference there for sure. Since the debut of early gameplay footage at COD Next back in August, the Zombies team at Treyarch has continued to iterate on the look, feel, and sound of Liberty Falls to crank up the map's creepiness factor. Heading into launch, players can expect a moodier visual tone to the map along with a gorier set dressing and new environment audio to more intensely reflect the chaos of a very recent dimensional breach. Okay, so this one image here, I mean, it doesn't show a lot, obviously, but you can clearly tell it's a bit, I don't know, yeah, moodier is a good word. I can see some of the grass there looks a bit different than what we saw before. Obviously, it's going to be different how we're going to see it in gameplay, but I think they're going to do a good job. I think they definitely have been working hard. I'm sure we'll see some more images. Oh, here's already a new image. Oh, there's some Dark Ether Storm in the background too. Okay. I mess with it. I mean, honestly, I never had a big issue with the atmosphere. I feel like the HUD was my biggest problem, but that definitely helps short. I think the saturation being increased is really what I wanted to see personally, but I mean, some changes to the atmosphere is fine. I think this is all good. I personally, like I said, I would have been fine with how it was before as long as it was just increased colors, basically. That's all I really wanted. Additional atmospheric elements related to the map's main quest will also be present throughout Liberty Falls as players begin to solve the mysteries waiting for them in the wake of the undead incursion. And of course, there might be some brand new Easter egg song from Treyarch's Kevin Sherwood to discover. Okay, dude, next is the HUD, man. I see it. I'm so scared. What the hell is it gonna look like? It might be not a big deal. Let's see. I need to look. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's not bad. That's good. Oh, dude. Okay. Was so worried. I think this looks decent. It's not amazing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say this looks incredible, but it looks a lot better, like a shit ton better. So what you see here, we can make this a little bit bigger. They have character icons, which I've been asking for. So thank you for the character icons. I appreciate that a lot. Obviously adds a lot more to it. They're not the best looking icons in the world, but they're simple, whatever. They get the job done. Gives you all the information you need here, obviously. I still don't love this, how it looks, but this is better, 100% better than before. Very, very, very glad they decided to change the perk icons, because before the perk icons were kind of spread out awkwardly. Now they're close together like they were in Cold War. I do think they could be a little bigger, but maybe you'll be able to adjust that in the settings. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And then everything else looks pretty much the same. Yeah, I like this. I think this is a better, much better HUD. So thank you for that. Definitely an improvement. So not perfect though. I'm not gonna say it's perfect. There's definitely improvements that could be made, but I think it's definitely better than what we had before. And this is acceptable. This is something that I will like and enjoy way more than what we had before. But like I said, still not perfect necessarily. But the character icon is great. That helps out a lot for sure. So let's see what they say here. The UI team has also continued to update the game's modular HUD, touching up some of the zombie-specific elements that can appear across most HUD preset options and adding new settings. Oh, new settings. Character portraits. Yes, we saw the character portraits in the lower left corner by default. General alignment and color adjustments made across the HUD. Oh, color adjustments. Oh, alignment, obviously, but I didn't see the color adjustments. I don't really personally notice those. Maybe the perk icons maybe look a bit different. Perk icons now positioned closer. Thank you. Zombie-specific widgets added for certain in-game actions. Oh, so that's probably Gobblegums maybe look different then. In-game Gobblegum reward animation. Thank you. They finally did that. Visibility sliders allow for players to fine-tune or completely disable additional HUD elements, including score feed. Oh, yes, you can get rid of the score feed. Medals, notifications, minimap opacity, weapon, and equipment information. I would like the score feed to be down here personally. Like, I would like to move it. I don't want to get rid of it, but I guess we'll see if you can do that. Above is a preview. Yeah, so there we go. So you can disable, obviously, the health bars and stuff like that. Definitely good change. I appreciate that, Treyarch. Definitely. But I still don't think it's perfect. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's perfect. I still think there's definitely HUDs we've seen before that are better, but they also, it's 2 months before launch, or it was when they started getting this feedback. I don't think they're gonna be able to change it that quickly. So what we're able to change here is definitely an improvement. Definitely appreciate that for sure. So let's see, Terminus Island, a tour of Terminus. Okay, we're gonna get a lot of images probably. There's a lot to go over clearly. So here's just a new image of Terminus, from the long disused mini mining tunnels to its uses as a World War II supply depot. The structure, oh, so what was a World War II supply depot? Interesting. So there's going to be a lot of history behind this location. That's cool. There's a wealth of discoveries to be made across Terminus Island, given the more recent evidence of heinous biological experiments led by the nefarious Project Janus group. Or newly freed Requiem crew will need to stay on their toes. Okay. Cells and guard station. Okay. At the top of the prison sits a series of holding cells where Requiem crew have been hiding for their time for the last half decade. The paint is peeling, the ducts. Oh, so this is just a tour of different locations. We don't have to read all of this. Basically just describing different areas of the map and what they're going to look like. Security overlook. This looks pretty cool. I don't remember seeing this area in the gameplay, so that's interesting. Cool. Living quarters, storage, and mess hall. Definitely saw these areas before. Sea tower. Definitely saw that as well. Explore the Dark Ether reactor. Sea tower. A gun placement atop the octagonal tower. The gun battery platform. That's with that cannon trap thing. The sea caves and mining tunnels. Biolab. This is a huge map, man. There's so much to it, you can tell. Inclined lift and maglev elevator. Yeah, we saw this. So yeah, there's so much to this map. And then there's the islands, of course. The seas around Terminus Island are also home to something more foreboding, a terror in the water. So that's obviously the Kraken. So yeah, this is cool. Just giving us a tour of the map. I mean, I don't want to look at it too in depth because obviously I want to be surprised when we play the game as well. So I'm not going to go too crazy with looking at it, but definitely cool to see that. And here we're going to see Liberty Falls. So players must explore the once idyllic, now horrific small West Virginian town whose residents had either fled or barricaded themselves into the settlement in a last desperate attempt to survive. All right, so here they give you some new images here. Honestly, like, this is it's kind of funny because I feel like they did make atmosphere changes that I do think work, just in terms of obviously making it moodier, but I really think all they had to do was just make the colors a bit brighter. Like I think that's the problem. There's just not enough colors, right? There's not enough saturation's the right word. I know they don't want to oversaturate it, obviously, but like just a little bit of saturation I think goes a long way. But I think this looks fine. I'm honestly okay with it. As long as the HUD's better, I think that's already a good start. So yeah, we have this area here, Pump and Pay, the gas station, Motor Lodge, Ollie's Comics. We've seen the comic shop that has a really cool trap in it. Fuller's Liberty Lanes. Can you play bowling though? It doesn't say. I don't know. I really wish you could. That would be cool. Then there's a bank, and then there's a church, of course. The Alamo. That's that center building. Okay. Yeah, honestly, most of the stuff we've already seen, that's not really new information because we saw so much gameplay of this game already. And here we have augments. Equipped augments to your Perk-a-Colas, ammo mods, and field upgrades to modify their performance. This is a really cool image here. Holy shit. I like this. So we're going to get to see all of them then. So that's how you get the augments. You research them. This kind of sounds like mods from World War II, which is pretty cool. Augments are unlockable gameplay advantages you can apply to every Perk-a-Cola, ammo mod, and field upgrade in the game and provide a rich and innovative customization experience, allowing you to invest into research between matches. There are 108 augments available to unlock and equip at the game's launch. Nice. So I like that you unlock them and then you can switch between them. You don't have to like... I wonder if they reset when you prestige. Probably not, but that would be interesting. Perk-a-Colas, 8 each with 6 augments. Ammo mods, 5 with each with 6 augments. And field upgrades, 5 each with 6 augments. Oh, I love how this looks here. Once you unlock and research individual augments, they can be chosen before the start of a match for each individual perk, ammo mod, or field upgrade. To start researching an augment, simply select which item you like to research in the menu and start earning XP in game to make progress. Oh, so you have to select it first and then earn XP in order to use it. Interesting. Okay. Each item has 2 available augment slots. You get 1 major, 1 minor. Expect 3 major and 3 minor. Okay, cool. We've already kind of learned about that a little bit. And then obviously we have the perks here. But I think it's going to go into the specific augments later on, so we're not going to read this graphic just yet. Really like the sound of the augment system. We got to see what the augments are themselves, though. So here's all the perks we're getting at launch. Obviously, we already know about this. Juggernaut, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, Stamina Up, PhD Flopper, Deadshot, Elemental Pop, and Melee Macchiato. Here's a complete list of augments for each of the perk colas available at launch. Holy shit. All right, we're getting a lot here. Damn, this is cool, man. They're going in depth with this shit. They are going really in depth. For Juggernog, let's go into the major ones. So the first one is called Probiotic. Slightly increase maximum health with Juggernog. So you just get more health. That's actually probably going to be the one most people are going to use, right? More health seems great. Turtle Shell. Armor acts as a shield on your back? Wait, they brought back the fucking shield essentially, but it's in an augment? I mean, okay, look, I like that, but I also would prefer they just had an in-game shield as another option because I like the idea of a shield. But that's cool. So you completely absorb damage to your back. No damage mitigation when hit from the front. But it doesn't break the shield ever. So are you just never going to take damage from behind? That's fucking huge. Isn't that going to be kind of OP? I don't know, man. I was going to say everyone's just going to use the increased max health, but having no damage from the back, that's insane. And then reactive armor. When an armor plate breaks, nearby normal enemies are stunned for a short time. That seems okay. Not as good as the other two for sure. Wow, okay, that's insane. Already insane with the Juggernaut augments. Minor augments deal bonus damage while health is low. Armor plates have more damage mitigation. That'll probably be the one I'll go for. Slightly increase armor durability. That's also decent. So those two different. You could tell which ones are probably going to be the better ones. But yeah, okay, that's kind of crazy, the fact that we're basically getting the shield returning it in gameplay form at least. Here's Stamina Up. Dude, I love these graphics. Whoever made these graphics did a fantastic job, by the way. Major augments become immune to fall damage. Why is that built into Stamina Up? That's always been PhD's thing. Wouldn't that be a PhD? I don't know, whatever, who cares? Increased tactical sprint duration. I feel like that's probably going to be what most people go for, or walk faster while aiming. Minor, while tactical sprinting, projectile damage is reduced. Ooh. That'll probably be good for boss fights, right? Use equipment while sprinting or gain a speed boost after your equipment kills an enemy. Yeah, definitely going to go with that first one. Speed Cola, field upgrades, charge a bit faster. Definitely going to go with that one, I feel like. Reload speed is even faster, or weapon magazines are slowly refilled over time. All of these seem useful, to be honest. Ooh, oh shit, minor augments. The mystery box settles much faster. That's the time slip ability, basically. Swap weapons faster or deploy equipment faster. Here's Deadshot Daiquiri. We have for major, further increase in critical damage, deal double critical damage if an enemy is at full health. Critical hits have a chance of adding a bullet to your magazine. Yeah, some of these we've seen in like Gobblegum form or in some way, shape, or form in the past, but now turned into augments, which is pretty cool. Minor augments increase damage to armor pieces, reduce hipfire spread. Oh, cool. Hipfire spread. That's similar to something that Deadshot did back in the past. Reduce gun movements while performing advanced movement. Advanced movement? Are they talking about omni movement? I think they are. Quick revive for major. Reviving an ally allows them to keep all the perks. Oh, shit. That's OP if you're playing with a lot of people. Killing an enemy while downed will revive you and remove quick revive. This can be done up to 3 times. Oh, it's cool that I like that they made it so you can only do up to 3 times, so it's not too overpowered, because you could do that in Cold War, but pretty much unlimitedly. On lethal damage, become immune to all damage for 2 seconds and keep 1 health. Quick revive is removed on use. That's Dying Wish. So they turned Dying Wish into something for Quick Revive instead of for Jug. Cool. Minor augments, swift recovery. Reviving an ally increases both of your movement speeds for a short time. Reviving an ally heals you to full health. Increase your time in last stand. I like the sounds of most of these. Elemental Pop. If a weapon has an ammo mod applied, Elemental Pop will only activate that one. Oh, I like that. I love that, because as much as I love Elemental Pop, I do sometimes feel like it's annoying because you can start getting like turned when you don't want turned zombies, you know? So I do like that you could do that if you choose. Enemies that hit you have a chance to trigger a random ammo mod. Oh, interesting. Reloading creates an electric damage discharge, so there's electric cherry. Minor augments slightly increase enemy. Oh, they even called it electric cherry. That's cool. What did they use as the image? They did not use the cherry as the image. That's unfortunate. Slightly increase enemy elemental weakness damage. Equipment can also trigger a random ammo mod. Ooh, that's cool. Slightly reduce all ammo mod cooldowns. Okay. PhD floppers got gravity MD, just falling from heights creates explosions. Oh shit, so you don't even have to imagine using that with the no fall damage from stamina. That would be really cool combination. Tactical sprint knocks down and damages base zombies. Ooh. Oh, and it has PhD sliders, so you can now do the sliding thing. Okay, cool, cool. Become immune to environmental damage while sliding. Slightly reduce height and distance requirements for explosions, and sliding distance and speed are increased. And then lastly, melee macchiato. All melee attacks are slightly faster. Melee attacks heal a small amount of your health. Your punch can hit multiple enemies at once. Backpedal speed is increased after a successful melee attack. Your punch can be one hit to normal enemies for longer. Melee kills reload a portion of your held weapon. These are all really cool, I gotta say. I think Augments might be one of the coolest additions to this game. I absolutely love how it sounds, and I cannot wait to experiment with this and actually utilize different ones and try them all out. This is going to be a lot of fun. We're not even done with the augments now. We got there's so fucking much. We got the ammo mod ones. I might try to go through this kind of fast. So we got brain rots. Dude, these graphics are amazing. The charmed enemy has a chance to return other enemies. Okay. The charmed enemy distracts nearby. I like how they call it charmed enemy. Nearby normal and special enemies for a short time. Oh, they distract them. Holy shit. Dude, some of this is going to be so OP. Brain rot can charm elite enemies. Brain rot duration is slightly increased. Brain rot cooldown is slightly reduced. Charmed enemies explode at the end of brain rot's duration. So for cryo freeze can slow elite enemies. Enemies that are killed while frozen may leave a cloud that slows enemies. Enemies are frozen in place. Ooh, I like that one. If you gotta save a zombie, that might be the best way to do it. Slightly increase the slow duration, slightly increase damage to frozen zombies, slightly increase your chance for cryo freeze to activate. For Deadwire, the stunned enemies can spread the stun to others. Deadwire can stun elite enemies, and a bolt of lightning from above, stunning all normal and special enemies in that area. Deadwire deals slightly more damage. Deadwire cooldown is slightly reduced. The stun and electric field lasts longer. None of these seem too interesting. They're just kind of, I mean, I feel like ammo mods, they're cool and all, but I don't think I'm going to put too much thought into these, at least personally. But they're obviously useful for sure. Napalm Burst can burn elite enemies, increase burn effect damage. Burned enemies explode on death, spreading the fire to nearby enemies. A lot of them are very similar. Increase the burn duration. Each damage tick has a small chance to spread to a nearby enemy. Initial burn effect deals more damage. And here's the new one, Shadow Rift, which sounds really cool. Shadow Rift can activate on elite enemies. Warp one enemy that deals shadow damage to others. Enemies that are dropped from portals will explode on contact with the ground. Shadow Rift cooldown is reduced. Dropped enemies will fall on other enemies. The singularity's lethal radius is increased and can kill more enemies. And for the field upgrades, we have Ether Shroud. For major, nearby enemies or nearby players are also cloaked. Ooh, that's cool. Warp forward a short distance, killing all enemies in your path. That was kind of in Cold War. Swap to your dedicated melee weapon as it's imbued with Dark Ether's energy. Kills allow you to stay in Ether Shroud for longer. Damn, oh, that's cool. Minor activation instantly reloads your currently held weapon. Increase max charges by 1. Ether Shroud duration is slightly increased. Dark Flare significantly increase Dark Flare duration. The beam is replaced with a sphere that damages nearby enemies as it travels. The ball detonates at the end of the Dark Flare's duration. Beam heals and revives other players on contact. Significantly increase the size of the beam. The beam slows enemies on contact. Increase max charges by 1. Similar to some of these other ones. Yeah, like I said, I think a lot of these with ammo mods and the field upgrades are pretty similar. Then we have Frenzied Guard. Teammates can also repair armor from kills while near you. Trigger an explosion on activation. Normal enemies that melee the player are damaged and knocked down. While frenzied, use ammo from stock. For minor, repair more armor per kill. Increased Frenzied Guard duration. On activation, repair all nearby teammates' armor to full. And then Healing Aura. All effect players have their health regeneration delay reduced, and the rate healing increased temporarily. The beams and their healing effects persist for a short time after leaving the area of effect. Revive players keep all their perks. Nice, that's cool. Quick Revive had a similar augment as well. Affected player damage is slightly increased for a short time. Healed players have damaged slightly mitigated for a short time. On activation, special and elite enemies are stunned while normal enemies are knocked down. And then lastly, we have the energy mine. The energy mine will split into 3 mines that scatter and detonate 1 time each. Instead of a mine, deploy a turret that shoots at the nearest enemy. 3 energy mines will float around you, detonating when an enemy is nearby. Minor augments increase detonation count and duration of energy mine, increase max charges by 1, or energy mine now attracts nearby normal enemies for a short period of time. So that's all the augments done for. I think they are awesome sounding, and I think this might be one of the best upgrade systems we will ever see in Call of Duty, and hopefully it's something they continue and, you know, improve on, because it just sounds so much better than like anything we've seen before, at least in my opinion. So here's the zombies loadout. This is what our loadout's going to look like when we go in game. So you have your starting weapon. I like that they put a pistol there, so they're like, oh, you can have a starting pistol if you like. They're letting people know that. I mean, like I said, obviously that doesn't fix the issue. I still have an issue with field loadouts in general, but whatever. So you could have a pistol, your dedicated melee weapon, which I do like the dedicated melee weapon, sort of. Field upgrade, tactical lethal. Okay, kind of expected all that. And then you get a Gobblegum pack with 5 Gobblegums. So here's all the tacticals. They have concussion, smoke, stim, decoy, shock charge, Civil Monkey, and Casimir. But the Civil Monkey and Casimir are only available in game via ground loot in the crafting table. But you have to unlock them. I think that's kind of weird though. Like, if these aren't items that you're selecting, why do I have to get to level 18 to be able to use the Civil Monkeys? That doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Well, maybe that's only if you want to craft it out of the crafting table, but I think you could probably still get them otherwise in the game. I don't know. It's a little strange to me personally. I think it's a little weird. Obviously, I was expecting these to return. Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. I kind of wish they had some new stuff, new lethals and stuff as well. Maybe there will be some that are like map specific, hopefully. Here's some of the lethals. Well, we were talking about tacticals, but here's the lethals. Frag, sticky grenade, C4, thermo grenade, impact grenade, Molotov, blast trap, that's new, and combat axe. And here's support equipment, which is basically score streaks and stuff like that. We have armor plates, ARCXD, which that was already in Cold War, LDBR, and the Hellstorm. What is the LDBR? Launch a missile bombardment into targeted area for duration. I'm assuming these are scored. That's a score streak from multiplayer. Then we have the sentry turret, mangler cannon, chopper gunner, mutant injection. Yeah, so all this we already kind of know about, but still cool to just see it again, I guess. Oh, we're gonna have Gobblegums. All right, so now we get to look into the Gobblegums. Damn, they're really giving us everything, which I think is good. So on launch, we don't have to worry about this. We could just jump right in. We already know all this stuff in the game. It is interesting to note that there are no classics, it looks like, which is really strange to not have any classics. I think they're going to detail what they do. Yeah, so we don't have to read them off of here. We can go down and look. But there's rare, epic, legendary, ultra, and whimsical. And there's one in the corner here that has Mr. Peaks on it. Not really sure what that's going to mean. We already know how you get Gobblegums, or at least how we're going to use them in game. We've already learned of that. Single-use power-ups that are chosen and kept in your loadout. Packs of 5 are brought in each match. Based on Gobblegums you've unlocked or collected, additional Gobblegums are earned in a variety of ways, including simply by playing zombies and surviving rounds, or by store purchase. Ooh, store purchase. They confirmed store purchase. I don't know if that means you could buy them directly, though. I'm not really sure how that's going to work. So here's the rare Gobblegums. We got stock option, which we know what most of these do. These are not new ones. The ones that are new we'll read, but we already know some of these. Stock option anywhere but here, temporal gift, shields up, killjoy, cashback, arsenal, accelerator. We know all of these. These are not new. Who's keeping score? Nowhere but here. Profit sharing, exit strategy. What is exit strategy? That's a new one. Activate exfil vote immediately. Reduce zombie spawns during exfil. Interesting. So if you don't want to wait the 5 rounds for the exfil, you can have a Gobblegum that's kind of weird as a Gobblegum. I don't think anyone's going to use it, but it exists, sure. Free fire, soda fountain, respin cycle. Why is respin cycle? Oh, I guess because it makes higher rarity. I guess that's why it's considered epic instead of rare. Then we have legendary, idolize, phoenix up, on the house, immolation, wall power, crate power, wall-to-wall clearance. Sounds good to me. And then ultra and whimsical. Near-death experience is returning. Last 3 minutes, revive. Oh, so it lasts 3 minutes this time. Revive or be revived simply by being near other players. Yeah, that's OP, obviously. It was OP in BO3, so it's probably going to be OP again. Wonder Bar, we've heard of this one, gives you the wonder weapon on the map, but it will be a wonder weapon. That could be the ray gun, probably, right, as well. Perkaholic gives you all the perks, of course. Hidden Power upgrades your current held weapon to legendary rarity. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Instantly puts it up to legendary. That's a Really good Gobblegum. And then obviously raindrops, we know that. Indigestion, zombies killed experience extreme flatulence, so they fart themselves? What? All right, and then Newt negation, we already heard of that one, the ones that zombies fly straight up. Okay. And I'm assuming we'll get a bunch of DLC Gobblegums as the season goes along. I'm not expecting this to be the only Gobblegums. I'm assuming we'll get like a couple per season, probably, right? That's just a guess. All right, so what is this? Weapon select, wonder weapon menu? What is this? Along with gunsmith, loadout, and augments, any wonder weapon you have previously unlocked along with any associated skins are displayed here. This menu is for you to choose your preferred skin for your wonder weapon. Okay, so they are going to have wonder weapon skins. We did hear about that. Here's the operators. Well, I like how the dedicated crew, they have the red background. That's cool. So you can obviously choose between them or any other operator. Cool. I like the screen. This looks really cool. It's zombies unique, which is nice. All right, that's pretty much all the information they've given us today, which is a shitload of information. That was a lot, but it was good stuff. I think I'm very happy with how the Gobblegums sound. I'm happy with how the augments sound. All that was good. The only thing I'm not 100% on here is, I mean, some of the Liberty Falls like atmosphere changes, I don't think it looks that much better. I'll be honest. Like, it looks fine. I'm not gonna look. I didn't really have as big of an issue with the atmosphere of Liberty Falls as other people did. I was sitting there going, I think it's the HUD that's ruining the experience, because I really do think it looks okay when you take away the HUD. Like, the gameplay shots without the HUD all looked fine to me. I really thought it looked okay. So I didn't need any of these atmosphere changes, but they wanted to give it a moodier look. Cool, fine. I personally just wanted more color. I feel like they took color away, which is kind of the opposite of what I wanted, but whatever. It's not a big deal. That was already not a big issue for me personally. I think there's definitely going to be good aspects to the map that will be nice, as long as the HUD is better, which according to this here, it is better. They made it look nicer. I'm glad they showed it without a mini map as well. they were like, we know a lot of people don't like the mini maps, so let's show the HUD without it. I still don't think it's perfect, but like I said before, it's definitely an improvement, and I definitely gotta thank Treyarch for that, at least going out of their way to make it better. It's definitely an improvement. I'm definitely gonna change the HUD, how it looks, where it's positioned. I don't love this layout itself, but of course we will have the option to do that in the game itself. So all in all, really excited for launch. Cannot wait to get into this game and actually, you know, dive deeper into what the game is going to have to offer. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. I will be doing more videos discussing this, but I want to do like a first reaction sort of a thing of me just reading the blog post itself, so you guys can see my first thoughts as they come. But maybe I'll think about some stuff later, so I'll probably do a follow-up video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Peace out, everyone.